All right, we're going.
Oh,
Let's do
yeah.
this.
And we're live. Welcome to
All
Small Town
right.
Mentality Podcast. I'm your host, Ben. Randy's here.
How's it going?
And guests for today is from Your Crazy Bro podcast. Actually, I don't know your name, just from the Kill Tony Discord.
It's Michaelis
Michaelis.
or Free Ambulance
You-
Ride on Instagram.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You
Call
can
me
follow me on
Nick.
Instagram. Nick.
Yeah.
Yeah, we hang out in Kill Tony Discord every now and then. And I see you post stuff, and I make some stuff for you. And I noticed you had a podcast. You've been talking to me and Kelsey about it.
Yeah, it's been fun so far. We've had some pretty awesome guests. Pretty lame guests like Joelberg. He was on. That was the worst podcast I've ever done. No,
Yeah.
I'm joking. No, it's been fun. I don't know why all these people are agreeing to be on a podcast with us, especially with the amount of domestic violence that we purport. Is that a word?
No, we don't. You mean promote, but we do not
Well, I was
promote
using a different
domestic
word.
violence.
That's what I'm saying.
We promote that everybody has their own way of living, and we do not judge.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'll go with that. Yeah.
I was looking at some of your guys' YouTube stuff. You got quite the subscriber base, and you're just, it looks like you're posting all kinds of random stuff. And then the
Yeah.
last three have been your podcast.
Yeah, I've done a bunch of work for Red Band, Joe Rogan in the past, and figured why not use those subscribers to listen to me.
Nice.
Be my woman.
Yeah, I was gonna say you have had quite a few decent guests on. Tristan for one. He did a buddy of mine's show, Amigos PC. Shout out Amigos PC, Drama City Productions Network. But yeah, he's done their show twice. They're up in Arizona where he lives, so he's been in house, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, he was. I don't know if you listened to that podcast, but he was saying he kind of came up in the ranks with Chappelle Lacey, who's on King of the Sting, and Ali Makovsky.
I do know Ali Makovsky.
Yeah, Kill Tony regular.
Yeah, I did. I was listening to a little bit of it today because I'm a fan of Tristan. He's just a funny dude, man. All around funny dude.
Yeah, we had a good time with that one. That was good fun.
So, who do you guys have on the bracket coming up?
We're trying to get a couple things going, but we have a couple in the bank as well. You know, don't want to spoil a little bit too much before it's out there, but what do we got in the bank?
We have this the owner of vegan.com. We did a podcast with him not too long ago, and the guys from Fill My Heart Pod. They do like a Mystery Science Theater 3000 for Dr. Phil episodes. And they just commentate Dr. Phil episodes. It's kind of funny. They're Sacramento comedians. Who the hell else we got going on? Oh, we just released King Richard. He's the strongest man in Los Angeles. That just came out today. Let's see.
Yeah, I shared that one with
we got
Randy.
plans with the Kill Tony regulars as well. Like we got some fun stuff coming up.
Yeah, we didn't put
Nice.
the Joelberg one yet. And
Yeah, Joelberg. Yeah, we got him in the bank.
Nice. Yeah, Kelsey just had him on too. Shout out to the Kelsey Hudgens show, who also joined the network this week, dramacityproductions.com /Kelsey Hudgens show. So check him out over there.
Yeah, he's a great interviewer. Oh yeah, we also had he had Ryan J. Ebelt on.
Yeah.
And we had him a few days prior to him going live with him, and now like I just I don't even want to release that episode because he's such a good interviewer.
It's more like we were really high on mushrooms.
Yeah.
And our time zone is different. So
yeah, we booked 2 podcasts in one day, and I thought, you know what? I got greedy and it didn't work out. Kinda. It just I ended up probably looking like
80% of it was only audio. It
Yeah,
is the truth of the matter.
at the end of it, I looked like a Batman face over here. Why don't you guys introduce yourselves?
Oh, they know who we are. Oh, are you talking about
They know
just
who
like?
Ben is. No one cares who I am. So.
Yeah, I was gonna.
Nobody cares who you are.
Just a self-deprecating joke.
Yeah. He's also a open mic comedian, so he likes to shit on himself a lot.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, well, also calling him an open mic comedian probably doesn't help.
Well, that's what he calls himself. I tried to talk him up several times, and he doesn't let it happen.
No.
He's been doing comedy for 5 years.
Nice.
And, I call him a comedian, but you know.
You're like
Nice and
humorous?
bitch, right?
it's like Jay and Silent Bob over here.
Yeah.
Would humorous be better since they used to have the humor column?
Yeah, maybe. You do stand up though.
Yeah, that's true. Well, not anymore.
Do
He
stand up.
can stand up. Let's give him that.
For now.
So this yesterday, I'm cruising down the. Sorry, we
is really no one going to ask about the mask?
no.
I was
Jesus God,
actually
man.
going
You're
to
gonna have to wear
ask
this for the
about
whole-
that. I actually was going to ask about that. Is this a
Such an attention seeker.
anti-COVID statement? Like you're
Government said I can't go outside without a mask, so this is my mask.
that works. That works.
Not our government though.
Nah.
Yeah, aren't you guys
We're cool.
in like some sticks? Where are you, Wyoming?
Yeah.
Wyoming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what goes on in Wyoming? Is that like I don't know, tumbleweeds and stuff? I don't know.
There's been known to be some tumbleweeds. Yeah.
I cannot see in that thing.
Wear a lot of DC comic masks.
He does.
Oh, I can do this joke. I can do this joke every week for like the next month. I've got all kinds of masks.
I think that was his like fifth different mask.
Well, the last one was a full-on respirator, but
Yeah.
the XL valve is broken in it, so it really doesn't work.
I mean, do they actually work at all? Like any of them? To be honest.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I don't know, man. I'm chilling. I tell that to people all the time.
You have a chill voice.
People are like
It's almost like you don't
freaking out
care about anything.
That's true. Yeah, that's true too. Well, no, I care about some things.
Let me ask you
Yeah,
this.
sorry, I didn't mean to mean it like that.
Sorry, we're all interrupting each other. Can I
You're
ask
good.
you this?
You're fine.
What's so you know how you have like these masks that people are making on the internet now and selling all over the place, and apparently those are good to cover your face with just cotton, but then you need like full on tanks and everything like that other times, like you're scuba diving. So what's the difference? Like where's the medium there? What are we supposed to use?
I think anything is better than nothing.
So like
N95
remember when you
mask.
were a kid and you put like your underwear over your head and you ran around like that?
When I was a kid, no.
When I was adult, sure.
Yeah. Last week.
He's looking for a lighter to light a joint. That's what he's doing. He's so rude. He just walked away like nothing mattered.
I saw a meme today that was
the lighter. She asked me to
okay.
get the lighter. Let the record say that she asked me to get a lighter for.
I saw a meme today that was trying to put it into like a perspective on the masks. And it said if somebody, let's say you're not wearing pants and somebody pees on you, you're going to get pee all over yourself. If somebody's wearing underwear, it's a little less pee. If somebody's wearing underwear and pants, they're just going to pee on themselves. That's kind of the whole mask scenario.
Well, yeah, but the masks are supposed to protect people from
other people.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. I don't know. Well, you know what? I'm not gonna anti-COVID anything on your podcast.
I'll anti-COVID.
I know. Well, YouTube now is taking down things that are like any anti-COVID stuff, right?
Oh shit! I don't know.
Ain't nobody gonna see this shit.
It's true.
That's not true. Joe Rogan and Red Band.
Ooh, that'd be cool.
Name drop, second time.
Yeah, name drop. So, what did you say you did videos for them? Were you like editing videos and stuff for them, or are you like?
He submitted
Okay.
some stuff and they put it on for him.
I also had the first and only cover of their theme song played on the podcast with Kevin Smith on,
Nice.
and he said it gave him an erection.
Oh, I wouldn't mind giving Kevin Smith an erection.
That's what I'm saying. I
Yeah.
put it on my resume, so you can look it up. It's fact.
What would you do with a Kevin Smith erection?
Make it even more chubby, baby. Come on.
Randy?
I'm just gonna pretend to chew on my water while I think of something clever.
Okay.
I see you got a lot of sponsors. That's cool.
I don't know. Ask
No.
why it doesn't talk much.
Not a whole lot. Just Spunk Lube and Ballsy right now. We've had a few different things in the past. They've been around for a little while. Ballsy's pretty new. Spunk Lube's been around for a couple of years. They're just pretty chill dudes over there. Keith over at Spunk Lube is just a badass dude.
Yeah, as far as sponsors go, Ballsy, they're pretty new. Just as new and fresh as your balls could be feeling right now. If you go to ballwash.com and enter STM pod as a promo code and save 15%.
Nice.
Yep. We like to segue a lot into the same ad. So, I mean, most podcasts will only give their advertisers like one spot in the middle. Not us. That's not how we play it. We just do it throughout the entire show.
Just run it on. You make all
Plus,
that money. I'm not hating. Go for it.
Oh, there's no money.
Oh, well then that kind of sucks.
That's your own fault.
No, I'm joking. You love your
plus, I'm just a
sponsors.
big fan.
Sponsors are great.
By the way, we are
Skittles.
eating Skittles.
Yeah.
We are also sponsored by the Kill Tony Discord.
Are they
Especially for the next episode.
are they in this thing? I've only
I have
used
no idea.
StreamYard for the first time today, so I kind of like it though.
Well, Tori's here. I see Tori comment right there.
Right on.
I'm not used to doing it myself, but here I can throw
There
some
she
stuff
is.
up. There you go.
Send nudes.
Anyways, yesterday I was saving this story for the show. I've told a few people, but yesterday I was driving down the road. I was going through Ogden, Utah, and I look over to my left, and there's this little silver car right beside me, and he's just keeping up with me, like just side by side. And I look out the window, like, why is this guy just riding next to me? And I see this old lady in there with a tank top on, and she's got the tank top like scrunched in the middle and just tits out. And I look
Nice.
over and like, oh
Nice.
shit. And I look back over real quick, and she's like talking to her husband and laughing and shit, like they wanted it to happen. And I'm like,
Nice.
you're not getting off on my watch. So I'm just gonna keep my eyes straight.
I love it, man. I think that's great fun.
That's a good topic to talk about, by the way.
Did you hate on it? Were you upset by that?
No, I mean, it's not really what I'm into. Like,
No,
that
but you had
person
a
in
good
general.
time about it. Like you're talking about
Yeah, I
it
wasn't
now.
like-
So
Yeah, I wasn't mad. No.
yeah, exactly. So
I said it's the wrong time of year. Flash of Trucker Week is July 1st through 7th, so she was just a little bit too early.
no, the truckers are the heroes nowadays. You should always be flashing the truckers nowadays. They're bringing
okay
the
with
goods
that, yeah.
to people and what they need. So they are the heroes. We need to be flashing
mean,
them.
If we're bringing the goods, you should also be bringing the goods. You know what I mean?
Exactly. There you go.
Equal.
Par for course, right?
Equality.
Exactly. I agree. Salute to that.
But
You're
yeah,
right.
I wanted
What?
to know what your opinion on hanging around. You ever have just a friend? Let's just say it's a friend that just had the
Okay.
most massive tits you've ever seen,
Uh-huh.
and like there's that energy.
Is he talking about me?
I don't think so.
You know what? Fuck. I didn't want to get into it.
You know, big man titties get very tempting sometimes.
I didn't want to
You
get
know?
into it, but we're into it. All right, here we go.
Yeah, you know, like I have big man friends with big man titties, and I just can't help myself. Like we compare, you know, it's like who's doing better today,
Right.
you know?
No, I flashed a trucker or two in my time. Trust me.
All right.
I'm sorry. Go ahead. What were you asking?
What were you saying? He was asking you.
Yeah, you're mid story.
Oh yeah, sorry. No, yeah. I just wanted to say, like, I want to ask you guys, like, how, like, when you're around big tits
Uh-huh.
and they're your friend, how do you cope with
Uh-huh.
that? How do you not rape them?
Oh, that's not as hard as you'd think.
Ah, shit. Maybe I have
Not
a
raping?
problem. Yeah, I might have a problem.
Well, you don't need to rape them.
But-
Just he means like what he means is
I would
just like molester them a little.
Okay. Yeah, I probably usually because I've been married for 11 years, I'd probably just make jokes about it. I mean, if they were out and about, I'd definitely look, and I would probably, not get in trouble for that.
Okay.
But other than that, I just probably make jokes about them a lot, which would be fine.
So would
let
you?
me ask you.
Yeah.
Why do you have a problem not molesting titties when they're out? When they're great?
Why do I have a problem with not molesting them?
Yeah, you're acting like that's a normal thing that normal men like just walk up molesting titties like I think that's a personal problem on you.
I don't do that.
Well, why are you asking him like it's a normal thing?
I just wanted to know if he shared the same normalcy.
Exactly the same. That's not normal. Sorry.
You're
He's
fine.
not normal.
We're good.
You guys can argue the whole episode if you want. I'm fine with it.
Well, he can molester the titties all he wants. It's not like
Well,
I'm going to get
we've been
charged.
going
That's
back
on
and
him.
forth. We've been
That's on
debating
him.
about what we want to do as a couple. And we've come down to we're getting someone from Jamaica.
Not just Jamaica.
I get to pick who the seed is going to be implanted in.
No, you don't. She's going to be in
You're
my
going to
house.
pick my woman?
Yeah. Sorry, you don't understand about this. We're having a domestic right now because he wants a child. I'm not breeding anymore. And we decided that it would work out for everybody if we imported a woman.
Like a 90-day fiance vibe.
Yeah, and like it would work out for everybody because like he would get a kid, she would get citizenship.
Yep.
And I would get my house clean.
It works out for everyone.
Okay. All right.
And I don't have to deal with half of his shit.
How can you argue with that?
It seems like you guys got it all figured out.
That's actually
well, there has to be like it's not just a business relationship. Like there needs to be feelings involved. Like
I don't want any feelings involved with the Jamaican.
Well,
I just want to have my son grow up and be the fastest sprinter in the world.
See, this works out for me and her then, because she'll just marry me and then we'll take his kid. He'll win all the track races and it'll all work out for me in the end.
I pictured my son to grow up, but
no. We'll just be dykes together, leave you, and then just bone men on the side after we take your money.
Not really.
This is actually
not really leaving anything out there as a female in terms of manipulation. But if you want to go down that route, we can talk about that.
Do you guys not think that works out for me best?
I mean, yeah, it seems like you've got it all figured out. It seems like he's got some issues.
Yeah, he thinks that he's
You're
gonna.
not the first podcaster to say that, but you know what?
I mean, with the situation, but yeah, the current situation that you're in.
Yeah, this is kind of a touchy subject because my fiance and I just found out that we can't have kids because we're fucking broke.
Yeah,
and kids are expensive. So.
True.
Gotta joke?
It was a
No,
joke.
It was-
it's very true. Kids are very
It-
expensive.
It can be both.
It can be both. Yeah, it was a
Humorous
joke.
observation, I guess.
It was a joke with a hint of truth.
Do you know that in Canada, if you're broke, you can contribute to your children's education fund up to $5,000 a year, and the government will match that?
Nice.
Yeah. Did you
Yeah.
know that in America we're broke?
Yeah, we don't have any help for education systems.
Yeah, it really sucks for you too because our education is like 80% subsidized and you guys have to pay for all that shit, right?
Yeah. I mean, it's not all bad. We got nice beaches.
Yeah.
Well, every country has a code.
I'm looking for the silver lining, damn it.
Well, it's cool, man. You know, you guys got freedom and stuff, right?
I
you
can't
gotta-
decide if I'm hot or cold.
I was asking the Kill Tony Discord to come ask some questions. We'll see what happens. I did.
Well,
I do have some podcast news though. I've changed the subject a little bit.
Yeah, what's up?
So we had Ralph Sutton on the show, right?
Yeah.
And he's been doing podcasting for a long time, and for some reason
Ralph,
he's been
wait,
really
did you say
bored.
Ralph Stedman?
Ralph
Sutton.
Sutton,
Sutton.
Oh, my bad. I thought
Gas
you said-
Digital Network.
Wow.
Well, what's that? What's his show again? Sex, Drugs, and Rock and Roll. The
Right.
SDR show. Anyways, he's been really bored and hitting up all these Facebook groups, right? And like giving out blanket advice, I guess. But the advice is more on his end, like you guys need to stop doing this. And so he posts on there like this follow for follow stuff doesn't work and all this other shit, and just caused like a huge kerfuffle in the group because there's like 20,000 indie podcasters in there, like people that are just starting out, and like they thrive off of the follow for follow and sub for sub, and they're
Yeah.
trying to get their things started, which I'm okay with. Like that's how you get started.
Well, yeah, exactly.
I mean,
Right.
90% of
I don't know
podcasts
about
quit
that.
within the first couple of episodes.
What? Yeah.
So
I
what
think I
was
said
the
something
beat?
similar.
Anyways, so I commented on there, and because I follow for follow too,
Yeah.
and I was like, "How else are you supposed to get a following?" And I was like, "He's like, there's no engagement. It doesn't help the podcast at all." And I was like, "Well, that's not true. There's a lot of engagement. I engage with podcasts all the time, and they engage back. And I don't care if I'm following the same amount of people that are following me. That's never bothered me because I've seen lots of like I use this analogy all the time, but Ben Bailey, the comedian Taxi
Cash cab.
yeah. He's a pretty famous dude, and he's got like 100,000 followers, but he's also following 100,000. I was like, so having the same amount of followers as you're following doesn't really negate your you being famous. So I was like, it never really bothered me if I'm following the same amount of people. So anyways, we kind of got into it about that.
I don't know. I
And-
think that that's just the way it should work. Like one hand washes the other type thing. You know?
I disagree.
Like,
I disagree.
and why are you gonna hate
Well, I didn't-
anyways? Why? Like,
Where I was going with it was I didn't want to like talk ill of Ralph Sutton, but he kind of had a hand up. All right. He did radio for 10, 15 years. He also has a show with Big J Okerson and owns a network with Louis J. Gomez. So the amount of famous people they've had on their shows and podcasts on their network is most of the reason why they're so famous and how their podcast network got so popular, because they have the people that bring the fans. It's like if you're an indie podcaster, you don't have anybody famous to give you a leg up and start your show or your network or whatever else. So he
Yeah.
kind of had a hand up in the whole situation. So he's like yelling at indie podcasters for trying their best. And it's like, yeah, but you've been in this game for a long time. You're already famous. You know, you've got it. We're trying. We're out here. Everybody out here is just trying to do their best.
Have you heard?
Exactly.
Have you heard Howard Stern yell at Ari Shaffir about podcasting?
No, I don't hear that
You
one.
gotta look that up. Oh fuck, he's like, yeah, he gets on Ari Shaffir's case about like the whole podcast game and everything, and like no one's gonna listen to you. You're fucking pathetic. Just talk to the wall. like, and then Ari Shafir posted something where he's like, yeah, here you see this. He has a Comedy Central billboard in Los Angeles. Like, anyway, look it up.
But no, I don't think that anybody should put down one way or another how anybody's doing anything. You know,
Yeah.
like everybody has their own craft, and if somebody doesn't get it, then you know what, fuck you. You know, like keep going or don't.
I just thought I'm not here to talk ill of Ralph Sutton. He was an awesome guest. I loved having him on the show, but I think his view was a little biased because he's already got it.
I think I'm missing what you're saying though. Like I think that
he's talking about follow for follow and the value of that, right?
Yeah, he was. I mean, he posts on the groups all the time and tells people what to do and what not to do when it comes to podcasting. And it's like, yeah, but everybody's got their own way. Yeah.
Yeah, I missed that. Yeah, I missed that.
Yeah, to me, it's like everybody's got their own way, and people do it how they do it. And I think that there's plenty of engagement in follow for follow, and it's never bothered me. I'm not saying it's a sustainable thing, you know, and it's not really helped the show but it has helped the community. So I get to know a lot of other indie podcasters and we comment on each other's stuff. So it's helped me personally benefit, you know, on social media, talking to people and all that.
Well, like,
you know, for a second when you said he was giving blanket advice.
Yeah.
There was a pause between blanket and advice, and it sounded like you said he was giving out blankets, and I'm like, oh hell no. Oh. Fuck that.
Yeah, it's too warm for blankets now. People need water.
Well, Randy's Native American. It was a smallpox plant.
Yeah, that's no. My kids are Native too. We don't deal with blankets from white people. No.
It was one of my first jokes when this whole thing started was, okay, you know, everybody else is freaking out. My family's like, okay, you know the drill. No blankets from white people.
Yeah. You got to, you know, that's one of the first things you should learn around here. Yeah.
The first thing we did was like, where are the weapons at?
In Canada, our weapons are like
a bow, an axe, and like some marble slingshot.
Yeah, something. That's my kids' weapons.
Yeah.
They're literally all my kids' weapons.
But
yeah. Do you guys have weapons?
Yeah. This is Wyoming.
I don't know too much about Wyoming. Let's fire it up. Like, let's talk about gun control.
We're talking about what
there isn't any.
What's gun control?
Gun control in Wyoming?
So let's speak
gun control in Wyoming is how you hold the pistol.
Not like this.
No.
Yeah, you have to.
My next question, my follow-up is, are you allowed to use weapons on your spouse?
Only on the court steps.
I will move there.
Actually, no. I bet you guys have some old law, because I've seen like some old weird laws where you're like only allowed to beat your spouse on the court steps with like a switch that's like smaller than your width of your thumb.
Yeah.
Like, have you heard of like those kind of old laws?
Yes, I have heard of those.
Yeah, I think it's illegal to walk around with an ice cream cone in your back pocket in South Carolina.
Yeah.
on a Sunday.
We have some of those.
It's illegal to buy beer on Sunday. That one they enforce.
And that one's also still a law in Utah. Yeah. That is still a thing.
No, you're joking.
No, that's actually real.
No,
I've seen
that's real.
I've read about this. This is actually
that's
real.
Some Mormon shit.
No, it's the beer because it looks like something's in your back pocket.
No, he's saying you can't buy beer on Sunday.
You can't put the shit in your back pocket.
I heard the snow cone. I'm talking about the beer.
Okay.
Yeah, you can't buy beer on Sundays in Utah.
Is that real?
Yeah.
Because the Mormon shit?
Yeah.
And
no, I said it sounded like Mormon shit.
Is it really
Mormon
on Saturdays?
Shit?
Like, what
no, they're fucking...
Yes, it really is. No, we're not fucking with you. It really is Mormon shit. The Mormon religion pretty much controls all of the politics in Utah.
What? Have you seen Mormon?
You can't have a bar.
Shut up. I'm listening. I'm learning. Shut up.
Okay, well,
He's telling
Well, they
me
can't
some
have a
Mormon
restaurant.
shit.
Well, they can't have a bar in the restaurant. There has to be some kind of a, what do they call it, the Mormon curtain.
Yeah, some kind of weird thing.
Yeah, so if you have a bar in the restaurant, it has to be separated by a wall or a curtain or something so that the people eating can't see you drink.
Yeah.
Oh my God, you're
the
totally
beer,
putting me on right now.
dead serious. The beer in Utah is literally
no.
half as strong. No, it's literally half as strong as the beer in the rest of the United States.
Do they all come
It's
with
2.5
sister
in
wife?
Utah. Some of them, yeah, I'm sure.
Like if you
I-
buy
actually,
like a keg?
That's not.
I think I've talked about this before. Like a couple weeks ago or a couple months ago, they reinforced polygamy in Utah. I think that's
Yeah.
actually a law again that you're allowed to have polygamy.
Yeah,
in Utah.
no, I had that. That was part of my stand-up routine. I'm like, you know,
But can
There ain't even
women have
you
two
can't even come up with a
husbands?
I don't know if
I'd
it
assume
goes.
so.
Yeah.
The law seemed pretty gender neutral, so I'd assume so.
What do you call it?
You have gender neutral in Utah?
Maybe.
They can't get it right all the time. I don't know what do you want me to say. they missed the spot.
Yeah.
I'm sure they tried.
Have you seen the Mormon porn?
What, you mean Maxim magazine?
No,
Sorry, we're really looking hard
it's
for a
not-
lighter over here
No, it's
because I
like
really want to smoke
yeah,
a
they don't
joint.
care. Don't talk to them about that.
Okay, I'm gonna be
Do
rude
it
and
by
I'm gonna.
yourself and don't talk.
Yes, go. Talk
So
about
Mormon
porn.
porn is like they do circles. It's like they have the nudity, but everything around it is cropped out.
Yeah, they'll put like pineapples over the.
No, you don't
boobies.
know about Mormon porn.
I
Let me
do.
talk. So
Just said it.
imagine like
When it said
imagine
put
like
pineapple baby in there.
vagina.
And Mormon porn.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
look it up.
just Google it. Everyone
Yeah.
wants. No,
It'll be like a woman like you
no
can't.
pineapples. It's all circles. It's a fact.
Okay.
It's a fact.
No, look it up. They only use circles. That's real.
Well, in Japan, they just like blur the video. They don't show vaginas in Japan.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know that?
that's why a lot of the porn is anime out there.
Well, it's
Yeah.
tentacle porn.
Yeah.
I
never
have
got
watched
into
that. I kind of do. I mean, I'd hope not.
It's,
I just
it's-
remember.
Sorry.
I
go
remember
ahead.
seeing it for the first time. I remember seeing it for the first time and thinking that's not how you eat calamari.
No,
You're
most
doing it wrong.
definitely not. Yeah. You got to
That's
make
the wrong count.
circles. Yeah.
What are you doing, lady? That's
That reminds me though. You know, Five Wives vodka.
yeah.
The vodka they brew in Utah. It's got the 5 women on the front. 5 Wives vodka, legal in Utah, banned in North Carolina
Why is that?
because the label is seen as offensive.
Oh, it's weird.
Yeah.
I saw a sign on a bar once that said this Friday, Sister Wives, and I couldn't tell if it was like a band or half off if you bring your sister wives in. I'm not sure what they were talking about there.
Well, you can argue with the owner at that point. You just bring your sister
like-
wives and be like,
Is either a band, a drink of some kind, or you just bring your sister's wives in.
yeah,
for
and then
some
you
kind of
demand
convention.
half off because you're like, I brought my
Yeah.
sister wife.
Maybe they were advertising a sale on Sister Wives.
Ooh, that could be it too.
Like, come on down to Crazy Dave's Wife Emporium. You can get you a sister wife for the low price of 2 goats.
And I'm haggling on 3 goats. Who's got 4? We have a cow. Anybody? Yep.
What's that movie? The Traveling Sisterhood of the Gay Lesbians or some shit.
The pant hood of the traveling sister wife.
Yeah. There we go.
Yeah,
No,
but the vagina doesn't travel with the pants. It's good for nothing.
My wife lied to me.
Yeah.
I'm wondering what Victoria's question is. What really happened to the hole in the wall? I'm not sure.
It
What
was. It wasn't that entertaining of a show. I mean, I watched it a few times, but I was kind of
so
drunk.
The
But
movie?
this wasn't about the weird stall I went into with a hole in it.
I think he's talking about something else. Victoria's reference.
again, I'm just gonna sit here and pretend to chew on my water while I try to think of something clever to come back with.
And if you find yourself in a
Victoria's-
restroom
referencing something, a podcast that we just actually uploaded today. The King Richard
Oh, I was gonna say,
Urcrazybro number 3. Yeah, we like I said, we don't get along.
Things happen sometimes, and there might be some.
We
holes in
don't
the
get
wall
along, and
sometimes.
sometimes we cam up. Yeah, we're good. And you know what? Sometimes sometimes limbs end up through drywall. Okay. And
oh, I see.
it's not on you to judge our relationship based on that, okay? But you know what?
But Mike's fine is the end all. You're fine,
I know
right?
what you're talking about now.
You're fine, right?
I'm okay.
Okay. Okay.
I'm a little okay.
All right. We don't need to talk about it then, right? Right.
We were just gonna make some jokes about holes in the walls, but sure.
Well,
Oh, no. Sorry. We can do that. Yeah. I was just talking to him. Sorry, I got sidetracked. My bad.
If you do find yourself in a restroom with a hole in the wall, grab yourself some spunk lube. Spunklube.com. Promo code STMPod. Save yourself 10%. Put some spunk on your junk.
And when you're done with that, you're going to need to go home and you're going to need to clean up after that restroom adventure. And for that, you're going to want to use Ballsy. Get that funk off your junk.
We should actually hit them up with that one. That's a pretty good one. Get the funk off your junk.
No, that's what it says on the box. There
Oh, damn.
See, keep the funk
I was
off
like,
your junk.
we should try to
No,
come up with some
that's a really
catchphrases.
good thing,
I
you know.
came
Like
up
if
with-
you're gonna be putting your balls through walls, then you don't want
Oh,
them
balls
on
through
your
walls.
junk, right? So
Yeah.
it all works.
no, I came up with put spunk on your junk.
Oh, okay.
So
Put some spunk on your junk. Put some lube on your tube.
Yeah.
it's not
It's
bad.
guitar.
yeah, is our mic picking that up, or am
No,
I
I
just
don't think
hearing?
so.
Okay. There's a
So
band upstairs that is
Yeah.
rehearsing right now. So
our location is in the old post office in downtown Evanston, is where we're at right now.
In
And
Wyoming,
there's like a bunch of like rental spaces here. So there's a couple of bands upstairs that practice here.
nice.
Are any of them good?
Podcasting, there's massage places.
Can one of them come in and play acoustic guitar?
No, they can't. They have their own thing.
I don't think so.
Okay.
oh
My
yeah,
bad.
that reminds me. I wanted to ask about song of the week this week. What are
We do have a song of the week this week. You're gonna do that now?
You guys
So
got
at the end of the
a
show?
week?
No. I want to do. Did you see my upload on Facebook?
I did not.
Okay, just to catch everybody up and Ben.
Uh-huh.
About 1 million years ago, I started writing a song about eating ass.
Oh yeah, I did see that one. Okay, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
And I
Love
finally,
eating
yeah,
ass.
I was gonna make that song of the week one of these weeks, man.
Oh yeah,
Have
we
you
can do
finished
that.
it
We
yet?
can.
Have you finished your ass
You're
eating song yet?
Basically, it's just an acoustic, whatever.
I'd love to hear it.
Yeah.
I love ass eating.
Well,
Not for me to do, but you know.
Let's see if I can get it on here.
You're bringing it up, or
Yeah, I'm gonna look it up right now.
all right.
Well, you can keep talking while I do that.
Well, I'm just fascinated by your tech skills here. Also, is that what my profile looks like? Jesus God.
Yes, it
man,
is.
I've gotten fat.
on the topic of eating ass, I'm a fan. I wish
I mean, it's not
I
bad.
wish she would eat mine,
Not happening.
but
Have
Uh-oh.
either of you ever got pink eye from eating ass?
No.
no.
Good on you.
Oh, you
Have
know
you?
what? I actually have a joke.
No, I don't eat ass, and nobody's ever got pink eye from my ass either. I just heard it's a thing that happens.
No, that was my
Ass-
joke. That was my joke that I told you.
Oh.
I eat so much ass,
Ass
I got
plays-
pink eye.
A-okay.
Oh, you eat dirty ass when you're not around me. That's right. Okay.
Yep.
Yep.
So if
Alright,
there's
here we go.
anyone out there,
I look around and all I see is ass, and I could eat ass like I used to. I look around and all I see is ass, and
I hope that's coming in as clear.
I don't know what has happened to me. I'm half the man I used to be. I don't eat ass like I used to. I look around and all I see is ass that I could eat, ass like I used to. I look around and all I see is ass that I used to.
You
Yeah.
need to get a good fat ass in your face, man.
Yeah, that's what you're missing.
Yeah.
That's not missing. That's
So
not
why-
an issue.
I
Okay.
thought you said I used to eat more ass than I used to. I thought those were the lyrics to your song.
Yeah, it's just a song about getting older. You know, the ravages of time and how it makes you appreciate the, fledgling youth that you have left.
So
It's
with,
really
with the rest of your youth, why wouldn't you eat a good ass? Like that sounds like a good.
Oh yeah. I just don't have the energy to go distance. That's all I'm saying. It's not about not eating ass. It's about not eating ass.
Push your
Used
man
to.
boobs up. It'll like
Okay,
kinda-
so this is what you do. You get her to lie down on her side, right? And then you lie down on your side where you're just like at her ass, right? So you're just like laying there and you could watch the TV and push her leg and separate her ass and just get in there like when it's good, you know, and
Can
just
you do a
take it
demonstration?
easy. It's not like
Wanna
so
do a
much work,
demonstration or what?
you know?
Want to do a demonstration?
Kelsey says the old
Oh.
McCoy muffler buncher.
McCall.
McCall.
It's the town for
Oh, okay, good. I didn't know that it was a move. Thank you for the insight. Yeah.
Maybe it would be better coming from me with your accent. I didn't
Well-
pronounce it correctly.
the old McCall muffler muncher.
There you go.
Yeah, that's more Kelsey Hudgens' voice.
Shout out Kelsey Hudgens show, and he just joined the network, DramaCityProductions.com for all
Hey.
things network.
The backstory to that is Kelsey is from Bennettsville and I'm from McCall, and it's two neighboring towns. So
Yeah, are you guys like rival towns, I think, or something?
pretty
What
much.
are you talking about? Like,
Yeah.
what are you talking like that? You know who these
Oh, I didn't do
Rival
any
towns are.
research.
like you know who these rival towns are?
I have no idea about Americas. But
That's what I'm
did,
saying. Why you?
I did
why you,
watch a piece of a podcast.
You're so fake.
Okay.
You're so fake. Don't be fake with our people.
You know what? Pay attention. Look at them. They're talking to you.
This is
Don't
a
talk to
live
me. Talk to
show,
them.
and you're just. It's a disgrace to them. They're acting like you know who they are.
I know I'm a fraud, whatever.
Yeah, you're a fraud. Just be polite, be Canadian, and talk to them like normal people.
Oh, you're Canadian?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're Canadian.
Oh,
Fucking, I don't know. She's fucking from Toronto and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've got-
Okay.
no, you're fine. In Canada, we have similar what's it called? Like weather systems. I talk to Stosh all the time. Shout out to Stosh.
Head stream, yeah.
But we like
Stosh.
every time it snows there, it's also snowing where we are. So it's like, yeah, we got similar shit.
You know what? Oh man, Stosh.
You guys have like mountains and stuff?
We call it a fishbowl where we live because we're surrounded by mountains. We're like in a giant little bowl.
So do you guys ski?
I've never skied. I mean, unless you
Like
you know,
snowboarding,
you're in a truck with
skating,
two other
stuff like
dudes.
that?
You mean
Oh, do you guys
Like
like pull each
outside
other
with
off of a
people?
toe?
Yeah, I've snowboarded a time or two. Ice skating a little bit, but
Yeah.
mostly we just stay inside
Yeah.
in the wintertime.
it's
It-
pretty much that's why we're killing it with this quarantine shit, because it's basically like winter. We just stay
Yeah.
inside. Only go outside if you absolutely fucking have to.
Yeah, we said
I
we've been quarantined for 9 months as it is.
Pretty much.
I didn't think there was really much to do. Like okay, so how far do you have to walk to the corner store?
Everything. You can get everywhere
Where?
in 5 minutes, just about.
Like a 5-minute walk?
Yeah, just about anywhere in town that you want to go is about 5 minutes
And
away.
that's like the most of your town, how it is? You guys got like
We have-
Walmarts and stuff
Yeah,
like
we
that
have
around?
Yeah, yeah. We've got
Yeah.
13,000 people. We've got a Walmart, a Smith's, and some local stuff, and that's about it. We've got like 10 fast food joints.
Did-
We're a highway town. What?
Yeah,
Did
see,
I ever
I
tell you
don't-
about what happened?
You
sorry,
didn't tell
go
me
ahead.
about what happened.
Just what happened last year. I'm just completely off topic. I'm sorry.
Go for it. Tell me what happened last year.
Last year, it was about last year around this time at the Murdochs. Because
Okay.
they started carrying firearms at Murdoch's.
Yeah.
So they've got this big,
What's
super-
Murdoch's?
like a ranch supply store. So
You know, they got horse feed and like cow. What are they called? Salt licks.
Salt Licks.
Yeah, salt licks.
Uh,
They carry chicks in the summertime, in the spring.
the saddle repair.
Saddle.
Kits.
It's like all ranching stuff.
Yeah.
Like they carry gates
Okay.
and stuff. for your ranch.
I understand that these things exist. I just did like civilians go to these places.
Oh yeah, we go there
Like,
all the
it's
time.
not
They
like-
carry
Oh,
like
American
cowboy
food.
clothes, guns. Yeah.
Yeah,
the,
yeah. So
Saddle.
You
The
ever
saddle
been to
repair
the
kit. they're gonna
sauerkraut
make,
festival?
the what
sorry,
festival?
the saddle
Sauerkraut
bear
festival?
kit? What?
Yeah, in Ohio.
Saddle repair kit.
Not no.
Uh-uh.
I'm
I was gonna
trying
say
to
the saddle
listen
repair
to him.
kit is
Sorry.
what I that's where I get my leather
Oh,
whenever
yeah.
I do like leather stuff.
Saddle repair
Red leather,
kit,
yellow
yeah.
leather.
Those little shrunken
So
heads I was
sorry,
making
what were
last
you
year.
saying? What were you saying before I interrupted and asked about all this stuff?
Well, you know the FBI man meme, right?
No.
Where it's like
Maybe. I said.
I keep
Don't get
forgetting.
mad at me if I
keep
don't
forgetting.
know.
No, I keep forgetting you have a life and you're not always online.
No, I'm
looking at
always
memes.
online. Yeah.
I got to stop projecting that onto you. I'm sorry. No, the FBI, where it's like everybody's got an FBI agent, and it's the FBI agent monitoring your online activity.
Yeah, he's seen some weird shit.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly it.
Yeah.
So they've got the firearm section, which if you've seen it, you know it's just like this big freaking arsenal, you know, big wall of just nothing but guns in the middle of this ranching store. And the two guys working there are talking about their FBI agent, and it's like, my FBI agent seen some weird shit. Oh, my FBI agent seen shit like you wouldn't believe, man. Every once in a while I got to Google that I'm writing a book just to cover my head, you know, stuff like that. But here's the thing, you know how the Chinese tourists will come in and the bus will stop there and they'll just kind of hang out at the stores, get lunch, whatever.
Yeah.
There was like probably an 80-year-old Chinese dude standing there just watching them talk like this. And I'm like, oh my God, please tell me he knows they're joking.
Nice.
Because how fucking hilarious would it be if he went back and said, oh yeah, so the government's spying on all of them, but they're totally cool with it. They make jokes about it.
Well, I mean, it could be true. And I mean, that is true, I think, a little bit.
I
A little bit
mean,
of truth to that.
I'd be
In
insulted
China?
if I wasn't.
I want to.
You know-
That's a good topic to talk about. I want to ask you, how infuriating is it as a stand-up comedian? How people don't understand sarcasm and when you're joking, like when you're actually legitimately
Yeah,
being
I
sarcastic.
also have this problem.
And
That's not so much. I mean, it's not so much infuriating as it is terrifying because I have a dark sense of humor
Hmm.
and I can make the wrong joke. Somebody
Yeah,
thinks
but
I'm
it's fine.
serious, and the next thing I know, I'm sitting there talking to the cops trying to explain it.
Dark humor is like
Well,
food.
yeah.
Not everybody gets it.
Okay.
Well,
So
and
it's
that's
not
the
like
thing.
my-
Like,
yeah, it's like
no,
skin,
that
skin tone
that
as
shit
well.
stays with you. Yeah.
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 I have that same problem with sarcasm though, because I grew up, my dad would play things off like it was truth. And people had no idea he was kidding, like ever. And so I developed that, you know, being his kid and growing up with him. And so most of the time I'll say shit and people think I'm serious. And I can
Yeah.
go either two ways of that. Be like, oh, I was just joking, or just keep going with whatever they're saying, which is what I do
I
normally.
keep going. I keep going and I play it off. I say like this is us, like just the most ridiculous thing. Like as far as it goes, I'll take it. Like, yeah, nothing is out
Also,
of bounds.
as far as what the FBI has seen me do, one time.
Yeah, do you really think that the FBI is watching like
Yeah.
regular citizens? This is what he was talking
Somewhat.
about. I want to talk about this.
Somewhat.
Yeah.
I was just gonna say
NSA.
one time I got off to two girls that were fully clothed, just jerking a guy off on a couch. That was pretty weird.
No,
Anyways.
that's normal to get off to.
You think so? Fully clothed
why
women?
wouldn't you get off?
No,
Yeah, whatever.
I thought it seemed odd.
I don't know because I saw this
Not that
video.
odd, no.
I mean, you think that's weird? I saw this one video of a girl, and that's not how you eat calamari. She was doing it all wrong.
Wrong mouth. What are you doing, lady? I would love to watch porn like that. If you just went through porn and
I could see you being the Mystery Science Theater of porn. Just
yeah,
sitting-
that's what I was saying. Like, if you just set up a camera and you're watching porn, it probably couldn't be on YouTube. But yeah, you're just like, what are you doing, lady?
That's
Dave,
kind of
Dave-
how
Dave- there.
David Tell did that with
Here's your
90s
picture.
softcore.
that's kind of how girls watch porn half of the time. To tell
What
you
are
the
you
truth.
doing?
Yeah, it's like that's not
Why
cool.
would you put that there?
Yeah, but then it's like the other half of the time it's like, okay, that's interesting. Like, you know,
Well, I said I've watched VR porn before, and I catch
VR
myself like
porn?
looking around the yeah,
Oh,
VR.
VR.
Virtual reality.
yeah, and I'll
How
catch
was
myself like
that?
looking around the room. I'll look around the room instead of watching them have sex. I'll just be like, oh, this is actually a pretty nice place. What do you
That
got over there?
That is a nice throw. Where did they find that throw? I'm gonna look, see if I can't find
I've
that.
caught myself doing that a few times. Just like started to look around the room. Like you get bored for a second, you're like, oh, what is that?
No, I could just picture you watching porn and just doing the Mystery Science Theater thing and just like 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2.
My favorite
Or
mystery.
every once in a while when like a woman's giving a hand job and she'll just tap the end of it, be like, "Is this thing on?"
What my favorite Mystery Science Theater was, they were watching a horror movie one time, like they they do.
You remember the
Anyways,
movie
the guy like, I don't remember the movie name, but the guy like breaks through the door and one of them just goes, break into a Slim Jim. I just laughed my ass off.
Are you a fan of like Tim and Eric and them?
I've watched it, yeah, back in the day on Adult Swim, but I haven't had TV in a long time. We just do like the Netflix, Hulu stuff.
Yeah, well they're more like Adult Swim online kind of deal.
So do you
think
guys
Adult Swim's gonna move into an app?
Pardon?
Sorry, I said, do you think Adult Swim's gonna move into an app like the rest of them?
They already
They
have
got
it.
one?
It is an app, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, I just finished getting caught up on the Venture Brothers
okay.
with the app.
Nick was asking a question, right? Didn't you tell me to call you Nick?
Yeah, I was gonna talk about porn again.
Okay, that's fine. I mean, it is what it
Yeah.
is.
Yeah. What's like what do you think is the weirdest porn that you can draw the line on?
It depends on the line. Like
I'll tell you
what I'm doing.
I'll tell you the line that I drew.
Okay. I was gonna say,
that-
if it comes to being funny, there's not really a line for me. But go on.
Well, oh God, this is horrible. I don't believe I'm gonna say it, but okay.
Say it.
So the woman agreed to it. She got off on it and she put a box on her face and then just like,
I remember that.
yeah, like just walked into a Euro tunnel, like the Euro transit tunnel, and was like it was all recorded. Everybody was contracted. Everybody was cool. And she just got like banged. She had like a hole in her mouth and she was naked and she was just like, let's go. And they did it for like 15 minutes. And I was conflicted about
You were
that.
wet.
I was conflicted,
You were wet.
but I was turned on. I was
Exactly.
like, you know? So yeah, I don't know.
I
That
don't.
was
I
kind of
don't.
my
I
life.
think that's how all women should act. Is just have a box over your head, and then just
I don't.
walk around getting fucked. Is that too
I don't-
much to ask?
Just some of them sometimes. Just have a random one just for use, you know.
One with what
You
out in the
know.
public, just be
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
Well,
Just like a
I've
phone
seen
booth.
some. I've seen some where they're just like a girl behind a wall with just their ass up against the hole, and she just like different guys come in and do their thing. I've seen that.
I mean,
before.
hard over here.
Yeah. Yeah. That's like some Russian shit. They do that in Russia
Yeah.
a lot. Yeah.
Serious, I love
But yeah,
that.
I was gonna say I don't really draw the line when it comes to comedy because when on this show we've watched some seriously fucked up porn, and like he was saying Mystery Science Theater it kind of, and
Yeah.
just like joke around about it. So when it comes to comedy, there's not really a line for me. I'll watch whatever. Like there was like this guy. And well, it started out as a girl, turned out to be a guy. It was like a chick with a dick, and started fucking like this severed horse head, and we just
Oh.
made fun of it on the show. He's out.
Right.
No, he's trying to be proper. He doesn't want to smoke cigarettes on the screen.
Meanwhile, you can see all the
Like-
smoke here.
Oh,
Drinking.
can't smoke in this building
smoking.
anyway.
Yeah.
I vape
Yeah.
because I'm gay.
Yeah. I just smoke because I don't care. So.
No, yeah.
But yeah,
just, I don't want to smoke cigarettes on cam.
But yeah, fucking a horse head. Is that what you said?
Yeah, it's pretty gross.
Well, you just ruined the Godfather for me.
Like
into it. into it.
that's that. You know what? Like that is dedication.
I appreciate
You know?
the dedication.
Like, yeah.
It was off.
You got-
It was off on one of those weird websites, where they have to keep all the creepy shit.
Yeah. But like honestly, if you're gonna fuck a horse head, you're really committing to your craft. So I can't hate on that either, right?
I mean, who's to say if it was a real one or not? But that falls under
Exactly.
like snuff style.
Yeah. And if you can't tell, then all the better. It's good on them.
But
you
yeah,
don't know anything about porn. You don't know anything about porn.
Okay.
You like softcore shit. Like you're like
Mormon porn.
The other day you were fucking me and you're like, let's watch this two guys bang this one girl, and that's like outrageous for you. And
I couldn't get through it. Honestly, I couldn't
You
get through it.
don't know porn. Have you ever been to efucked.com?
Oh yeah, I love efucked.
Sounds like a game
Exactly.
show. You don't know porn
Go to efucked.com, use promo code STMPod at checkout.
for absolutely no reason.
True.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not going to get you anything, but I've been trying to get them to sponsor the show for a while.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Well, shout out to ePorn.
ePorn.
No, efucked.
Efucked. My bad. Sorry.
Get it right.
It's
See,
pretty
you don't know
much
porn.
efucked.com is pretty much porn fails.
Yeah.
So I'll
it's
go
like,
and
it's
watch.
women crying. Yeah.
I'll go and watch like cum like haters compilations and stuff where they like throw up and cry and run away when they get cum done. It's great.
Oh my God, that
See,
is
I have.
It's
See,
great.
I would watch. See, I would watch that, but my reaction would be violent. Like I would be like, "Ugh, oh my God, I couldn't. But I couldn't turn away. It's like a car wreck,
They also have proof.
you are a bad influence on me, dude.
That's true.
I was a good Christian boy. I was a good Christian boy when I started this podcast, and you corrupted me. No, because the only thing I can think is if you are in porn and you hate cum, that has got to be like fucking with the worst Jack in the Box ever, because it's coming,
In more than one sense.
and it's coming, and you're not gonna like it.
No pun intended. Yeah. And Red Band edited all those fucking things.
I like the caught ones too, where people just catch other people having sex on the train. And
I love the ones.
I actually do
I
like
love-
that too.
I love the
Don't
one-
get me started.
Don't get me started. I love the ones where the male porn stars are apologizing for the anal. Anyway, that's just efuck.com.
Yeah, he's going back to that weirdo fucking site.
I'm sorry, anal.com.
Did you hear how he described the website? He's like, yeah, the one where the girls just cry.
Yeah.
What I meant
I mean, sometimes. Yeah, sometimes that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a fan of be fucked. But for comedy purposes only. Comedy
Yeah,
purposes only.
exactly. Satire. Like I'm just looking
You
at
know
it.
what? It's a podcast. Anything I say on here can't be taken as truth. Anything is comedy.
This is pretty truthful.
No, I'm not.
Yeah.
This is the most truthful you've ever been.
No, not true.
Everything I said can and will be used against me in the court of law.
Fucking narc.
She
Entrapment. I call entrapment. Can't use it.
entrapment.
You act like you got something to say.
No, just remembered that my old editor said he was going to start watching this show, and
True, he did say that.
there goes
Your career's over. Your career's over
never going back to journalism after this.
unless it's comedy journalism. I told you.
Well, you mean like BuzzFeed, where everything you do is a joke?
Yeah. Ooh. Shots fired. Go to BuzzFeed.com. Use promo code SDM.
Just to piss them off.
Oh man.
Well, yeah. You know.
We're just chilling out. We're having a conversation about porn. Who gives a fuck?
I don't know, man.
The porn stars, apparently, that's their job,
Yeah,
is to
true.
give all the fucks they can.
And you know what? Shout out to the porn stars. They're heroes as well.
During
They have
COVID,
they have been fighting all the diseases from the ground up from day
Literally.
one. Yes.
From their knees.
Exactly.
and shout out
All the
to
diseases.
They've been working their fingers to the bone. I know that.
Yes, exactly. You know, so shout out to
Some of
them.
them put their blood and sweat into it.
It's true. Blood, sweat, and tears. Obviously, we just went over the tears.
Obviously.
Exactly. You know, they're true heroes
I've
for
had,
making those men money who enslaved them. Yes.
You know
I've
what?
had jobs in manufacturing plants where it's like you come home and the first thing you have to do is take a fucking shower,
Uh-huh.
or else everything is just going to get. And I just thought, oh yeah, porn stars are the same way.
Yeah, they probably do. Yeah,
It is a very blue collar job when you think about it.
it's true.
Well, that's what bleach is for. Isn't that what your president said? That Clorox and shit, and you just inject it. And...
Check, not my president.
He did not. He did not say any such thing. It was Lysol.
Yeah.
Lysol. Yes.
It's probably fine. You know
and
what? You know what I consider it? I consider it natural selection. I mean, if he were to tell people that and they actually did it, that's on them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you don't read the back of the can before you ingest it, that's on you.
Well, you probably shouldn't put things inside your body that you don't know about. That's probably like
Ooh.
Well, there goes
rule. Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say. My half chub went down.
Well, you know what a D is, so you guys will be fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We call it the mystery box for a reason, but enough about my bedroom life. Anyway.
I kind of want to know more about your sex life.
He will be very interested in that.
Mystery box. What more do you need to know about mystery box that isn't in the name mystery box?
Is it the Jack in the Box you're talking about earlier, or Mystery Science Theater?
Yeah, that's what it is. You just replace the Jack in the Box with something a little more phallic shaped, and you take a seat and then just crank it up, man. That's all.
Nice.
Get it going.
All right, get the
I
crank.
can see myself watching something like that.
I like the crank.
Sounds like a really good time.
My wife said she saw a porn where this lady was riding a bike, and it was like exactly what you were saying. It had a dildo on it, and every time
I directed that one.
Down. You directed that one?
Well, that's an actual thing.
Yeah.
Oh, what kind of fucking Dr. Seuss contraption is this shit? What the fuck?
Oh man, now I really, really want to do like a Dr. Seuss rhyme line to the dildo bike, and I can't. I'm not fast enough to think of something like that.
You want to know the most ridiculous thing that I've seen? Can you please stop? Okay, so I was at like a sex show, right? And it's like a trade show for sex toys and like stuff like that, right? And they had this thing that was a promo, and women could sit on it, and it was a seat, and the whole thing vibrated, and then it had a middle part that
If
came
you guys
up.
aren't watching the video version, you're missing out. Okay, go on.
Yeah. So it's like the middle part came up and massaged like this. And like these women were literally like taking turns sitting down on it and like getting off on it.
Like a Sibian.
And all I could think about is how much different juices are
Oh,
on this fucking seat all day long. Like these women were literally like taking turns getting off on this vibrate seat. Like, I don't know, like keep your juices to yourself. Like maybe put a cover over it every time. I don't know.
is that how Corona spread?
No, that was SARS. That was in Toronto. Yeah, that was
Oh,
a
okay.
Toronto thing. Yeah, that was back in the day. Yeah. Yeah.
I got it.
The beginning of Corona, actually.
got
The
Corona?
Dr.
Because
Seuss?
yeah,
He's got the
beginning-
Dr. Seuss.
Are you found it?
There is a dildo on this bike. You can go or slow as fast as you like. The dildo bike is really a hit. The dildo bike is fucking lit.
Nice.
Clip of
Oh
the
my
week.
God.
I knew you were gonna make it the fucking clip.
Imagine Georgino driving down the street just on her bike, like, like, oh my God. You know what? I would applaud her every day. Every day she drove by, I would be like, you know what? Go, Georgina, go. Yeah. What?
It was
would
really
you,
fucked up. It
would
was
you
really
not
fucked up.
applaud,
Well, not. I'm sorry.
would you not applaud the woman riding her dildo bike down the street every day?
I'd mind my own business. That's what I do. That's
Like the
that
tits
seems
lady?
like that seems like one of them moments where you just kind of keep your eyes on your own paper and
Oh shit,
just
I
no
forgot
good
about
come
the
from
Me Too
acknowledging the
stuff.
situation.
Yeah, you guys aren't allowed to look at things anymore.
Uh,
Shit.
You mean
We're
that-
allowed to ride down the street, you know, driving a dildo, but you guys aren't allowed to look at it. You're right. You're right.
you mean
Good
American?
call.
I was gonna say.
Oh.
I see. Me and my better half just watched Ghostbusters 2 the other day, and it's the scene where the guy's on the bicycle dressed as a nanny and he steals the baby. And so now all I can picture is him riding that thing dressed as a nanny.
Hmm.
I have a vivid imagination. It goes to dark places, and this is why I refuse to try acid.
Yeah.
Have you ever done any of those psychedelics?
Nope.
No.
Salvia is as far as I've gone.
Salvia.
Can I have some?
Salvia,
Can I
eh?
have
I've
some-
never done
can I have some
salvia. Huh?
mushrooms, please.
Yes, I will pass it to you. Where?
I'm doing some mushrooms right now. Is that okay
They're
on your
legal?
show?
I don't care about it. I mean, you guys are in a different country. It's on you. It
Yeah.
has nothing to
Yeah,
do with
they
me.
can't
I don't know
find
if YouTube supports drug use.
It's not real mushrooms. They're fake
They're
mushrooms.
we haven't-
mushrooms.
If we haven't sealed our fate with YouTube by now, this is not going to make a difference.
Yeah, shiitake.
They're fake mushrooms. They're not. They're just
They're just-
regular.
They're fake.
They're just regular
They're fake.
cooking mushrooms.
They're props.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's why I said shiitake.
Yeah. So what's salvia? Like it's
Salvia-
like you smoke it. I've never. Like Mike was
I've
talking to
told
me
you-
about it
I've
the
told
other
you
day. I've
about
never
this.
seen anybody do it, and it
It's pretty
seems-
intense.
Yeah.
It's pretty fucking intense. Have you done this?
It doesn't. Yes, it doesn't last very long. But yeah, I've smoked salvia before.
What was
Pretty
your
much the only thing
experience
The only thing that happened to me was like right after I smoked it, I sat down on the couch and then I like slowly sank into the couch, and then I
Okay.
was the couch for a while.
I've
Like,
heard
my
that
body
before from other
Just
people.
disappeared, and there was like nothing but a couch there. You know what I mean? And then I came out of it, and a buddy of mine who I was with took it, and they were filming him, and his brother had the light on his phone, and he thought it was a train, but because he thought a train was coming at him, and it was just the phone with the flash on. So he thought he was going to
That's a
die.
Bill Hicks bit.
Yeah.
And did you?
Well, it
did
actually
you,
happened to a friend.
Yeah, no, I know.
did
that's
you
fine.
ever do any psychedelics, any salvia, anything?
He said he took
Only
salvia.
salvia, yeah.
I don't remember
Yeah,
what your
that's what I
experience
said,
was.
yeah.
My experience wasn't that great. I mean, or wasn't that notable, man. I just And I'm just kind of sitting there on the couch watching cartoons, and the colors just started getting more and more vivid. And for some reason, I thought that was funny.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
So
I don't think salvia is the best psychedelic to do at all.
I'm not sure that you.
Well, you've never
and
done
then I
it.
had a friend of mine.
I don't know.
A friend of mine.
It was legal for a long time, and
Yeah.
we you could just go and buy it from a smoke
Yeah.
shop. That's where we got it. Was a smoke
Yeah.
shop.
Yeah, you could
Yeah.
get it at a convenience store here, like just 5, 6.
Here?
Yeah, Big B. You
I
get a
never,
Big B.
I never got it here.
Big
Well, you
B's,
never
huh?
got it.
I missed out.
Shout out to Big
Almost
B.
Sorry.
Go to
No,
Big
So
B.
you guys don't do drugs at all?
are you guys a sober?
No,
group?
I can't. I'm a hazmat tanker driver, so I'm not allowed.
Oh, okay.
Generally speaking, I wouldn't do anything stronger than weed, but I haven't been able to do weed because I have an anxiety disorder. And
Okay, well,
you know,
here's
my
the
big
thing.
gorilla ass having a bad experience on weed, not a pretty picture.
Well, here's
He
the
does.
thing.
He does take
Sorry.
what's it called?
CBD oil.
CBD oil.
Yeah.
It is CBD oil.
Does
Yeah,
that
But go
help?
on.
Now, mushrooms
Sometimes.
can be very, very therapeutic and helpful. And I've had experiences on THC that I kind of just don't want to have ever again. Like mushrooms are a different game.
You need a
It's
guide, though. You need a guide.
So-
You can't just do mushrooms by yourself.
and
can't
you
just
you
take
can't just
mushrooms. You-
take edibles by yourself as
Yeah.
well. You know what I
And
mean?
you have everybody has.
Well, you
different
can, but you'll have fucking anxiety.
Well, Colorado just here in the States just decriminalized mushrooms.
I was
and a lot of
hearing
people
about
are-
that.
Yeah.
A lot of people are microdosing.
It's actually not, honestly, like, okay, you gotta know how to do mushrooms. You have to be, first of all, you have to be in a good mindset. You can't
Got to
like,
be on a podcast.
Oh.
you can't.
What if you're never in a good mindset?
Yeah, I
And
was
you-
going to say, good. That's asking
you
a lot
gotta-
from me. I mean, I have an anxiety disorder. I think the devil is after me now. Okay.
That's what I'm saying.
Let's talk about
That's what
this.
I'm saying. The first time you do mushrooms, especially at the first couple times, you need a guide. You need somebody who's already done mushrooms, who knows what you're going to be feeling and experiencing, and to help you get through it, right? And it's very euphoric. It's very personal, and it'll bring you places that you need to go. And everybody's experience is going to be their own, right? But you need to be with people that you trust and in a place that you're familiar with, because nobody wants to be like tripping and then getting nervous about where, the outside world. You
I
want to
once-
be, sorry, what?
I was gonna say I once leaded a group of like 10 people through the woods on mushrooms.
Exactly.
I
You
was
need
just
a
mad.
So
lead.
you,
I was
so you
mad.
already
Yeah.
have that guide mentality in you.
So that's the
I've-
other thing.
And they
Because I don't
probably
want
had
to fuck
the
with
best time.
psychedelics. See, that's the
Sorry.
other thing, because I don't want to mess with psychedelics because I'm fat. All right. You ever watch those old Bugs Bunny cartoons where they'll look at somebody and that person will turn into food? I'm afraid that's going to happen.
That's a personal problem. I think that's more about your own issue with your own weight.
And then when you take the mushrooms, you can talk to the mushroom world about that.
Ask me
and
that
then
question.
get over it.
Ask me that question about people not getting my jokes again.
Yeah.
I'm just
Or not
We're
getting my
running
sarcasm.
on. Yeah, we're running on with it. Don't worry. We're with you, bud.
I did have a friend that was tripping. I can't remember what he was tripping on exactly.
Yo, bro, you tripping?
He had the coolest fucking trip story I'd ever heard, because he's outside on a mutual friend of ours porch. And
Took one too many steps.
no, he's just
Okay.
standing there. He's just
I'm not
standing there
right.
smoking a cigarette, chilling, waiting for something to happen.
Playing on the tripping.
And the dog is asleep on the porch, right? And so it's at night, and he's just hanging out there. He's just smoking a cigarette, and the dog's asleep, and it's a real chill night. It's out in the country. It's, basically out in the woods in South Carolina. And all of a sudden, these little grappling hooks come up over the side of the porch. And a gang of Keebler elves come up and just beat the shit out of the dog with a bunch of wooden spoons and egg beaters and shit.
Did he shoot him?
And just as fast as it happened, it was over. They rappelled back down their grappling hooks, and the dog looks up and says,
Oh my
"Man,
god!
don't worry about it." Dog says, "Man, don't worry about it. They do this every Tuesday."
Well, where's his fucking meat? What the hell's what?
Well, I mean, it was tripping, so
Yeah.
it wasn't. It's not true.
No, but
Didn't
the
act
dog
right.
needs his meat. That's not fair,
Also, where the fuck are the cookies?
right?
No cookies
The
involved?
dog ate. Maybe the dog ate the cookies, and that's why the Keebler elves wanted revenge.
Maybe. He eats the
fuck
cookies
those
every
Keebler elves,
Monday.
man. Everybody hates Keebler elves. Those Keebler elves are fucking evil.
I mean, they do live in a tree and they bake cookies for kids. So
Okay.
No. There's those. No, everybody knows not to trust.
Yeah, the
Keebler
nice man
elves.
outside in the van has candy. Screw that.
I'm
I
gonna
don't
go to
trust. I do not trust any elves. I don't trust elves at all.
Nope.
Knife-eared bastards.
Is that
Well,
your
Did you see
elf?
the shit?
My mom said don't take candy from the guy in the van, but she's perfectly fine from taking cookies from an elf in a tree.
Yeah. Did you see the shit that went down on Twitter this week?
No.
No, because you have a life. I'm sorry, I keep forgetting. There was some asshole went on fucking Twitter talking about orcs or a racist fucking.
That was you, wasn't it?
No,
Oh.
this is some asshole on Twitter.
This is some other asshole on Twitter.
Yeah, Twitter's nothing but assholes. Come on. But this asshole on Twitter was like, yeah, orcs are obviously a racist dog whistle. It's some kind of an allegory.
Oh.
Yeah. And I'm sitting there like, what kind of elf shit is this? This is
Sure.
bullshit. And they're like, oh, it's an allegory for black people. They draw them to look like black people. Bitch, I look just like a fucking orc, all right? I ain't even a quarter black. What the fuck you want?
You ever seen Lord of the
Dungeons and
Rings?
Dragons, Lord of the Rings.
The reason that they look
No.
dark is
You're-
because they're made out of
A Game of Thrones fan.
Depending on
And
what-
you don't know
I guess
what
Yeah, depending on the
origin
lore.
story. But yeah.
Sorry, I fucked up your
Why
flex.
would you?
My
Why
bad.
would you think that out loud? Just let them
My
continue
bad.
with their story. Jesus
My bad.
Christ. So I apologize.
You know what? Fuck
But,
the orcs. Fuck that guy.
I apologize. You know
They're
what?
racist.
You know what?
Yeah. He's racist.
But yeah, I was tempted to actually see if I could find some green body paint and then get my battle axe up that I got
guess
on the
they are
wall
green.
and just film an entire video just talking about, you knife-eared bastards don't know shit. You want to enforce your rules on other people, but you don't have the strength to enforce them.
Is that an orc or
You
is
do not
that
appreciate the
WWE?
glory of blood and steel.
He's practicing his orc.
Okay.
I probably should have done that at the camera,
Yeah.
but I forgot that we have a camera now.
Okay.
Yeah, I was just doing like an orc
Get it
impression.
out.
Sorry,
Get it out of your system.
I again
You know what?
don't.
Stop judging.
What are your mileage? Will I wake up anyone if I do that?
Maybe.
I-
Shout out
I-
to Jason's mom, by the way, who follows us on Twitter now.
And thank you for being very
Instagram.
cool about that. That
Yeah.
was awkward.
We let you go. No.
We let you. Yeah. His own podcast. You're a funny man. Oh, we love you.
Oh, yeah, I mean, we're about there. If you guys got to go, you can start plugging your stuff.
We're not going.
No,
Can we
no,
keep
we're
going?
good.
Yeah,
We're
we
good.
can
keep
go.
going. Yeah.
Keep going.
I'm just rolling another joint. I'm having a good time.
I'm
Like,
having a great time.
honestly, whenever we fight or anything like that, or make like asshole jokes or anything, it's jokes.
Yeah.
Just
Well, I mean, I've had my wife on my podcast a few times. We tried to do a show together. It didn't work out that well. I'm not sure how you guys are holding on with this.
Oh, we're holding on great. I have a new podcast. It's called Life Without Wife.
You're not supposed to plug that. I'm supposed to be at work and not know.
Well,
Uh,
that's the thing. Like, I'm plugging it, and now everyone will know.
He's gonna try and talk to women while I'm at
Yeah,
work.
the podcast is I'm gonna hit on women while she's at work.
Well, you
and-
just ruined it all because I'm supposed to not know about it, and that's why
I don't care if you know about it or not. Okay, so it's called Life Without Wife. Let's keep going with the podcast, all right?
It's just a little part of like what we're doing, a little funny thing. Because
no,
he
it's
doesn't-
my own solo project.
Because he doesn't clean up enough while I'm at work.
Okay, well,
So
wait, just wait.
yeah.
What are you talking about? I got the house so clean today. It's the cleanest it's ever been.
So clean. All the things are clean. Everything's clean. It's so clean. I couldn't even imagine how clean it
It's
is.
the
If you
just
knew-
okay.
if
Well, you know what?
you-
Stop doing a Trump impression in front of
Yeah, I was gonna say, is that your Trump impression?
Don't listen to it. I'm sorry.
You got a Trump?
Let's keep it going. You guys want to keep it going?
Not a good one.
He doesn't have a Trump, but he's got a decent Obama.
Yeah. Only
Yeah, I can hear the Obama in his voice. Yeah.
you when you listen to someone's voice, you got to have that Obama. Maybe a few drones got loose, and maybe they killed a few people I didn't like.
There you
But
go.
that's not really important. I always wanted to play Call of Duty and just get on there and be like, all right.
Oh yeah, you got a bill too, though, yeah.
Oh yeah, I got a bill. It's a little bit easier now.
You got a Bill Clinton in you?
No, he's got a
Oh yeah, you gotta. Yeah, Donald Trump said grab him by the pussy, and I'm like, shoot, where was that advice when I needed it? Apparently, you just walk right up to him and grab, man. Ain't nobody ever told me that. Now, Bill, I don't think that's appropriate.
Nice.
Do you believe in the impeachment of Bill Clinton? Like, why? How? That's
Could he be more higher?
Well, I'm upset about that. I was like, how old? Like fucking like 10 years old or some shit. What was it? 92?
Clinton?
He didn't really get impeached though.
No, he did get impeached.
Not,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
not really.
Yeah, he wasn't kicked out of office, but he was.
No, yeah, that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying.
Yeah.
Like he kind of quit. I don't know, man. I guess if you're putting cigars up people's hoo-has, you get in trouble. I don't know.
Well, that's not what he got in trouble for. What he got in trouble for was
no.
lying about it.
Yeah,
Oh.
he lied and said that he never did on under oath, and that's what. Sorry.
What I want to know,
What he should have done was like, Mr. President, did you have sexual relations with that woman? Hey, you bet your ass I did, and I'll do it again. Fuck you, I'm the president.
That's what I would have done.
I don't
Fuck yeah,
under-
got
I
that
don't
damn
Nothing
job.
illegal about that.
Oh yeah.
I don't.
That's not perjury.
I do not see the problem with it. I thought that, like, at the time I was a kid and I was like, why is he getting kicked out of presidency? Like, why is he getting in trouble for his own bedroom shit? You know, like, that's nobody's business.
He made it public a little bit, right?
No, he did not make it public. Other people made it
Monica
public.
Lewinsky was in public.
She got called
Oh.
out, didn't she? Like,
Yeah, no,
didn't
Kenneth Starr made it.
yeah,
Oh,
somebody
South
else. Yeah,
American.
somebody else made it public, and then she was asked about it, right?
Right.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. All right.
It's
Now
not like
she did keep the dress, which was stained with Bill Clinton's semen, and she just kept this cum stained dress for like
Yeah.
3 years or something.
it sounds like an awesome country song.
money.
Come stain dress.
I would keep Bill Clinton's cum. Damn right.
What do you?
And you know what? I'd
That's
suck his
because it's
fucking
hygienic.
dick in the White House. Too.
Oh!
Are you joking? You'd suck Bill Clinton's dick in
Hell
the White
yeah, I
House.
would.
Exactly. So get the fuck out of here.
Fuck out of here! Don't say
What
What
that.
I want to know is why the cigar company didn't come out with like vagina flavored cigars, because that would have been a great marketing tool.
Hey,
Great.
I'm
Yeah.
Bill Clinton.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Bill
Call-
Clinton, former president of the United States. And let me tell you, whenever I want to get my fingers wet, I go in raw dog it. But sometimes fingers just ain't enough. You got to get a cigar in there. And for that, I like Garcia Vega.
Garcia Vega.
There you go. Yeah, yeah, for sure. You know what? All the fucking presidents monetize off of everything that they do. I don't know why Bill Clinton's the only one that is being hated on when he did great. I don't know. I'm not an American, but I liked him as a president. For you
When it
guys.
happened,
Who's your favorite?
when it
president?
happened, I was probably when was it? 98,
Yeah, somewhere in there.
somewhere in 98. So I probably I was definitely a teenager at that point.
Do you guys have a favorite president?
Listen to him. We're talking.
And I remember at the time, my grandmother, they talked about Clinton doing it. And my grandmother said, start with, he cheated. Okay. He cheated on his wife. Start with Washington and work your way down the list and tell me how many presidents didn't.
Yeah.
Exactly. exactly.
What are you saying? That
Like-
all
like-
presidents
like-
cheat on their wives?
That was a,
Yeah, probably. I mean,
Of course
If I was
they
president,
do.
I would-
that was a little smart ass.
Oh,
you look at Wall Street and all the people that make the most money in the world. They all cheat on their wives. So why wouldn't the most powerful person in the world be cheating on his wife? It only makes sense.
well, and yeah, exactly. And there's some kind of weird thing that happens when you have money, not with everybody, but with a lot
Not
of
with me.
people. You tend to like get bored with what you have, and then you want more.
Now you're speaking my language.
There's rumor out there. There's rumor out there that old Honest Abe had a few black children.
Who would have thunk that?
Oh my God.
Also, there's rumors out there that like George Washington was gay too.
I believe it.
Yeah, like there was.
Look at that hairdo.
Yeah,
I wasn't going to mention.
there was never any fields anywhere or anything like that. None of that happened during that time.
I wasn't going to mention this, man, but I guess now I have to because I was working on a skit of the founding fathers, and every founding father was on a different drug.
Yeah.
So Ben Franklin is just stoned out of his mind. And he's like, I'm just saying, like, the Indians don't have a king. Maybe we don't need a king. Dude, we can start our own country, yo. And Thomas Jefferson's like, oh, yeah, I love that plan. I fucking love that plan, man. That is a great plan, man. We need to do that. We need to do that right now because you know what? We got these taxes, but we don't have the representation. It's taxation without representation. We should throw tea in the fucking harbor. Then George Washington comes in, not all hopped up on meth. Well, that's going to be a fight, isn't it? There's going to be a fight. They're not going to let us go without a fight. We're going to have a fight. Ben's like, dude, chill out, man. Dude, George, you need to lay off the meth, man. Look what it's done to your teeth. Worry about what I'm going to do to your teeth.
I get your premises. It's very good. I like it a lot. And it makes a lot of sense too, because especially if you actually know that like it was just boats of fucking criminals that came over here originally,
Yeah.
It was like, oh, hey, go fucking find that shit, So yeah, it works on a bunch of different levels. You could work that up.
Well, it started out as a joke because it was like, why do drug dealers in America use the metric system? No one else here uses the metric system except drug dealers. And then it started like, well, maybe it was about like the Revolutionary War and the English were selling drugs. And it's like, well, no, because everything was legal back then. All the founding fathers were on drugs.
Well, yeah, didn't
There's methadone, a lot of methadone, and what's the other one? That they give you when you're like in a lot of pain. What the fuck's that called?
Morphine.
Morphine was a big one in the 1800s.
Oh, for sure.
Morphine and cocaine, yeah.
Yeah.
In the 1800s?
Yeah.
Oh, in the 1800s,
That
it was
that
opiates.
shit was in Coca-Cola.
1700.
It was opiates. There's a whole bunch of people were smoking opiates like just for tea.
Smopiates.
Is it morphine an opiate derivative?
I don't know. Close. I think they're similar.
Morphine and opiate? I don't think so. Are they, Mike? Are you paying attention?
Yeah.
Are morphines and opiates a derivative of each other?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. You
Yes.
dropped your joint.
Okay. Thank you.
Pay attention.
You fucking pay attention.
Yeah.
This guy can't smoke weed, eh?
Uh-huh.
He gets so stoned off of weed, it's ridiculous.
You guys want to see me get stoned? I've already taken mushrooms, but
Do you want to see him get stoned? Because it's going to happen. Like it hasn't happened yet.
well, no.
Concentrate that way. There you go.
He seems perfectly normal to me.
Podcast.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't tell me how to podcast. Okay.
Right. You do all the podcasting.
Damn it. That would be a great name for a podcast. The Don't Tell Me How to Podcast.
True. There probably is one, actually.
Probably.
I do want to give a quick shout out to a witch's vape shop downtown Evanston, Wyoming.
Nice.
She always hooks it up with cool shit. But we are winding down. If you guys do want to do some plugs, we do about an hour and a half usually. So
fucking hurt my neck doing the Thomas Jefferson on cocaine impression.
That was good. That
You're
was
crazy,
Do,
bro.
Yeah, you're crazy, bro. YouTube.com/you're crazy, bro. You'recrazybro.com. YouTube.com/Mike Solo.
It's your crazy, bro.
Adidas, Gatorade, and Iceberg Vodka
None of that are affiliates.
and Skittles.
Shout out to Saint Rogies and Brian Redband too, because you dropped their name twice, and I'm doing it 3 times, so maybe they'll watch this.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Saint Rogies, Captain DMT, you know the guy.
Yeah.
Well, you
All
guys
right,
are gonna
man.
leave me as soon as I start tripping. How dare you?
How dare you?
That's all right. I'll deal with this. Thank
What are you
you.
doing? Putting my mask back on? Song of the week this week.
Yeah,
Nice.
cover your face. Cover your
Song of the week this week. Shout out Curtain Call Records, curtaincallrecords.com. Angela over there, Curtain Call Records, awesome. Always sending me songs to play at the end of the show. This song goes to, let me find the band name. Blame. Oh, Blame's the name of the song. Oh, Silent Season. That's at Silent Season on all things social media, and their new single Blame. So stick around at the end of the show. Check out that song. You can find us everywhere at STM Pod. And you can find me on Twitter at NeverBeenFunny with 1E, my personal account.
Restless Native on Twitter, native spelled with an 8. Randy Garner Humor on Instagram, Randy Garner Humor on TikTok. Yes, I am on TikTok. And I'm also on Facebook.
Yeah, we're on TikTok. We're everywhere. Literally everywhere at STM Pod. You'll find us. Shout out to Ballsy, Spunk Lube, and A Witch's Vape Shop for always being cool with us. That's it, I think. Yeah. You guys got anything else?
Yeah, at Free Ambulance Ride on Instagram, and stay safe. Take shrooms with people that you trust in, and do podcasts with funny people.
Nice.
Cheers to you, man. Thanks for being funny. It's your crazy bro. You are crazy bro. CrazyBro.com/YouTube. Thank you.
Shout out to our Discord and the Kill Tony Discord, and
For
always Drama City Productions. .com for all right, that's it. We're out of here.
And one more,
Alrighty, man.
Kelsey Hudgens. We got to give a shout out to him. He started this all
Tonight.
He's okay for someone from Bennettsville.
It's true. DramaCityProductions.com /
Yeah,
the
he's
Kelsey
hating on
Hudgens
them.
show,
Listen
and you can
more,
go and
man.
find all of his information.
All right, man. Have a good night, man. Thank you very much.
We're out of here.
Tyler.
Bye.
Bye.
easy.
You guys.